Bon année, Ligue 1. Bon année, Pochettino. That's right, folks, back once again with another picture show today. We're taking a look at matchday number 18 at Ligue 1, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, Lust Like Pochettino, smash your subscribe to keep your bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Ligue 1 related, football related, under War Ruski. Of course, we are back, of course, having done a bit of travelling and all that kind of jazz up and down the country, left, right, and centre, in the way, in the rain, in the snow. We are back, of course, with your picks, my picks, and of course, the latest round of scorelines. So get into that in just 1 second. And of course, big shout out to the Patreonos. You know who you are. We did actually get over the line, which was massive, getting 25 patrons. Of course, we may have lost one or two in the, to time travelling and all that kind of stuff, just getting over the month. So I want a big shout out to the current gang. Big shout out, of course, to the legend John Spurn, James Kingborough, aka LG and Cab, Russell Frost, Joko Jacobson, Daniel Mellor, Bianca Muller, William, aka the Shepherd Meister, Ultra O'Meara, Nathan Eva, Chris Holmes, I did it again, Chris Wilson, Jack Holmes, Olaji Ojo, Max Sangari, Shane O'Donnell, of course, Ahmed Sochi, Miles Austin, Jan Humphrey, Stephen McNeil, Tom Stainer, the D-Man, Blue Orbit, the man who got us over the line in the bloody end. So maybe a shout out to you guys for supporting the channel behind the scenes. I do appreciate it, really do. It drives me on, drives the channel on, drives the mentality on, because it can get heavy. It can get heavy, this. And I do appreciate your support. If you are interested to become the latest member of the gang as well, joining these illustrious band of men and women, get stuck in the old description down there, patreon.com/Roverseas. But now, let's take a look at it, of course, how we all got on last time, then shall we? Of course, the final game of the Pochettino-less era. He's now here to take over the reins and steer maybe PSG on for another title. It's only a point atop. He could do this. He could bloody do this with his eyes closed. Anyway, Bordeaux. Bloody hell. These games took place on the 23rd of December. Bordeaux up against Reims. I can't bloody see it. Where are we? It's just like a lot of goals in this week here. 3-1 win in the end for Reims on this one. Actually, with a 2-1 win for Bordeaux. Goal scorers on the day: Younis Alibahamed, Boudia Diar, and Marshall Matuzi on the score sheet for Reims. Hangweng Ujo on the score sheet for Bordeaux as they lost. Reims pick up the W. Meanwhile, Lens up against Brest. Cheeky ended up as a 2-1 win. Was my pick for Lens. Is that correct? No, that's the real deal. I actually remember the 1-0 win myself for Lens. Ahmed Kulmodu and Florian Skotska on the score sheet with Gutin Charbonnier on the score sheet for Brest as they lost. Nice against Lorient ended up as a draw, I think. My mind said 2-2 in the end. Jordan Lotomba, Jeff Rainey Aldelaine on the score sheet for Nice. Tarefa Mufi and Adrian Gurbic on the score sheet for Lorient. Robson Boombu on the score, got himself sent off for Nice, which is not very, very nice. 2-2 draw for them in the end. Meanwhile, I actually won the 0-0, not too shabby. Nîmes up against Dijon. Mustard, actually a 3-1 win for Dijon. Musa Konate, Mama Valde, Conte, we got a couple of goals there. Matteo Alhervendi got a goal for Nîmes, but it's too little too late. Actually, I put up the scoring for them. Florian Miguel on the score sheet for Nîmes. Actually, when I say score sheet, I mean he got carded, got sent off. 3-1 loss for them. Actually, won the 1-0 win for Nîmes. Shame on me. Rennes up against Metz, though. That ended up as a bloody... every game had a goal on this one. Where are we? Rennes. 1-0 win over Metz. Clement Grenier on the score sheet for Rennes. Getting themselves back into into good shape for them. I actually went with a 2-0 win for Rennes. Not too shabby. My boys, Marseille did lose to Angers in the end. Shit show there. 2-1 win for Angers. Matthias Pereira Langa and Loris Dinoni on the score sheet for Valentin Rogner on the score sheet for Marseille as they lost. Actually went with a 2-1 win for Marseille. Shame on me. Lyon, though, smashed Nantes 3-0 in the end. Carl Toko and Tambe, Tito Turner Karawari, Lucas Pagueta on the score sheet for Lyon as a 3-0 win. Actually got that one bang on the nose, lads. Bang on the nose. Monaco, though, could only get a draw out of Saint-Étienne. Actually went with a 2-1 win for Monaco. Goals on the day. Oh, goodness gracious me. Goals on the day. Who was the goals on the day? Goals there. Sufin Diop on the score sheet with Kevin Volland as well. Maffeo Debucci on the score sheet with Dennis Bouyanga as well. Elioto Matafoso got himself sent off for Monaco in a loss. Well, not loss, it feels like a loss. Meanwhile, Montpellier did lose to Lille in a bit of a thriller, 3-2 in that one, 5-goal thriller. Timothy Weah with a goal there. Jonathan Ikone, Buka Imets as well, with Gutin Lamborde and Anthony Delort on the score sheet for Montpellier as they lost. Actually went 2-2 close on that one, but unfortunately no. PSG, though, they did in the campaign, or did in the calendar year with a bang. 4-0 win over Strasbourg. Timothy Pembele, Kylian Mbappe, Idrissa Gueye and Mosey Keane on the score sheet sheet. And it looks like Mosey Keane could be making that move permanent from Everton for around £30 million. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I got myself 2, 4, 5 out of 10, which is good, but it's not great. I'll take a look then, of course, the table as it stands. As you can see, it's very, very tight at the foot of the table. Nîmes and Dijon Mustard in a bit of a relegation dog scrap alongside Lorient. Only 2 could go down. Mathematically, 3 could go down, but 2 out of... but it's very, very tight. Even Nantes are in the discussion as well. I think they just changed their manager as well to an old French coach, French national coach, who was managing back in 2010. The name escapes me at the moment. But anyway, at the top of the table, it's Lyon and Lille. 11 points once again. 1 point clearance over PSG. Stade Rennes, though, only 5 points off of them as well. Marseille got a couple of games in hand. Win those 2 games, and they could be, 32? They could also be on 35 points as well. So not too bad for Olympique Marseille, but it's not too great either. Monaco are a little bit out of the woods as well. Meanwhile, kicking off forward, of course, we do have a live action prediction league, and you can still take part. You may not win. You may still win. If you were to get top bins or very, very close to top bins each and every match day, you could still win it. Coming out of the woodwork, of course, you've got to be in it to win. It's free to enter. Of course, there is a T-shirt or prize at the end of it anyway. Of course, for all the winners of the leagues. 0-3 in the shit face game, 4-7 straight face clubs, 8+. You're in the top bins. Let's have a look at Irish Stringer. He did all right. Jules did shite. Okay, did shite. Shane O'Donnell, well done to you. Tom Stainer also did good. Well done. LMC did okay. Edmonton, not too shabby. John did good. Olaji Ojo, not too shabby as well. Hans Worst did okay. Russell Floss, kicking ass. Taking names. Janet Buster did bits. Arushki Sharushki also did okay. Ultra did shit. The D-Man also did okay. Well done to you. Nathan Eva did good. Well done. Well done. Omar Esquivel, good. Costas K, he's okay. Amaji Monday, he did alright. Game of Charlie, not too shabby. Vincent Hung did bits. And Shepard, kicking ass and taking some names. Of course, there's the leaderboard. Jules, shut your eyes, mate. Close your bloody eyes. The D-Man's up in there, the top 5 alongside Hans Worst and co. But Imogen and Onissa is your kingpin with 7 out of 10. That's not bad. That's playoff talk, boys. Olaji Ojo's up there as well alongside Tom Stainer. Amaji Monday is not a patron. I don't know what that's doing on there. He could be if he wanted to be, but he's not. I don't know what that's an error. It's an error in the glitch. There's a matrix, a glitch in the matrix. Sort that shit out. But anyway, let's kick it on further then. Of course, take a look at the overall leaderboard. That's not right with me at the bottom there. I'm not there. I'm way up there. Of course, Amaji Monday is your kingpin with a 50% success rate. Hans Worst is gaining on him, though. He is gaining on them after, of course, with a 5 out of 10. Not too shabby there, boys. But also keeping up the heat, I think. No real major change between the top 2. They gave him up to 3rd. Of course, Imogen and Honest with a big movement up there to 4th now. Costas K, he's up there as well in the top 5. The D-Man, not too far away either. Then a whole cluster of legitimate patrons right there. Of course, kicking ass and taking names, of course. Let's get into it. Of course, take a look at the next round of matches. Kicking all off with Stade, Brest, up against Nice, which is very, very nice. Of course, played each other in the past 25 times. 9 wins for Brest, 8 wins for Nice, 8 draws, of course, not very nice. Played each other in the last 6, though. Sees 1 for Brest, 3 for Nice, and 2 draws. Last time out was, in fact, a draw in Nice, but last time played each other in Brest was also a draw back in December 2019. It was a 0-0 draw in the end. Nice have actually kept clean sheet in 5 of the last 7 matches away from home, whereas Brest have actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 4 matches. Nice have undefeated in the last 11 of the last 12 away matches in Ligue. Only coming to just 1 win and 6, though. That 1 win was against Nîmes midway through the month of December. Of course, 1 win in the past 5 for Brest. That was against Reims, of course, also midway through the month of December. Of course, heading into this, a quick look at the bookies odds on this one. Then Brest 23-20 for the W, 11-4 is your draw. 2-1 is your Nice, which could be very, very nice. Of course, the situation out in the table sees Nice in 12th, and for them they could go as high as 10th, whereas Brest were doing very well. They're actually in 11th spot, 1 spot better off than Nice, and for them they could also go as high as 10th in the table. I've gone with a 1-1 draw on this 1 point split right down the middle again, continuing the recent run events between these two sides. Next up we have Lorient up against Monaco. They've played each other in the past 24 times. 5 wins for Lorient, 13 wins for Monaco, and 6 draws. Of course, for the last 6, he's 1 for Lorient, 5 for Monaco, no draws. Last time out in Lorient was a 3-0 win for Monaco back in 2016. Back in November it was. Radifol Falcao on the score sheet, Thomas Lerma and Gabriel Bouchila on the score sheet. Heading into this, though, Monaco have actually kept a clean sheet in the last 4 matches against Lorient. They've also won the last 4 matches against Lorient as well. Lorient on the flip side have actually conceded 2 goals in the last 3 matches heading into this. Just 1 win in the past 6 for them. That one was against Nîmes. Meanwhile, 1 win in the past 5 for Monaco. That was against Dijon Mustard on the 20th of December. So 2 teams in ropey-dopey form at the moment. Bookies also 10-3 for Lorient, 11-8 on for Monaco, and 3-1 is your draw. I don't think it's that clear cut. Of course, Monaco come to us in 6th. A win for them, they could go 5th. Whereas Lorient coming to us in 18th spot, but a win for them, they could go as high as 16th in the league. It's not clear cut, but it's going to be in the end. 2-0 win for Monaco. Put the points in the bag and move on. Metz taking on Bordeaux. Of course, played each other in the past 104 times. 28 wins for Metz, 39 wins for Bordeaux, and 27 draws. Of course, for the last 66 out of 6 for Bordeaux, including a 2-0 win, 2-1 win, sorry, in Metz last time around back in February 2020. Tomek Basic on score sheet, Remy Udin, Ibrahimia Nayane on score sheet for Metz, and Vincent Bajot Joe got himself sent off. Bordeaux have actually won the last 6 matches against Metz in no competition. We know about that. They've also scored at least 2 goals in the last 6 against Metz. They come into this, though, just 2 wins in the past 6 games for them, beating Brest, also beating Strasbourg as well. Whereas Metz come into this just 1 defeat in the past 4. That 1 defeat was against Rennes, the last game of 2020. Of course, look at the situation out of the bookies on this one then. 8-5 on for Metz, or 8-5 for Metz. Sorry, 2-1 is your draw. 50-8 is your Bordeaux. Bordeaux come to this in 13th spot, and for them, they could go 10th in the table. That's where Metz are at the moment. And for the Metz in 10th, they could close in on 9th. They could actually close in on 6th by 1 point if they were to be victorious. I've gone with Metz on this one, 2-1 win at home. Put the points in, and again, keep on believing that they could finish in the Europa League spots, keep that dream alive. Nantes taking on Rennes, of course, new manager Nantes taking on Rennes, who are challenging for top 4. Played each other in the past 83 times, 37 wins for Nantes, 24 wins for Rennes, and 22 draws, of course. Last 6, though, sees 1 win for Nantes, 3 for Rennes, and 2 draws. Last time out in Nantes, there was that 1-0 win, and of course, it was in favour of Nantes back in September 2019. Abdoulaye de Torre on the score sheet on the penalty spot on the back in September 2019. Rennes have actually won the last 4. They're also undefeated in 13 last 14 matches against Nantes in all competitions, whereas Nantes have actually failed to win their last 8. They come to this losing 2 of the past 4. The other 2 were draws. 4 wins on the spin for Rennes, beating Nice, Marseille, Lorient, and Metz to boot. Difficult sides, those. Heading into this, what do we have? 11-4 for Nantes, 25 is your draw. Even Stevens, that is the Rennes. Rennes coming to this in 4th spot at the moment, and for them, closing on top, potentially top 3, but just not enough. 4 points clear, 4 points adrift of PSG at the moment. Nantes coming to this new manager Nantes into 16th spot, but for them they could go as high as 14th in the bloody table. I've gone with a 2-0 win for Rennes away from home. Not a new manager bounce for Nantes. Next up we have Strasbourg up against Nîmes. They've played each other in the past 69 times, 31 wins for Strasbourg, 26 wins for Nîmes, and 12 draws. Of course, the last 6 though sees 2 wins for Strasbourg, 1 win for Nîmes, and 3 draws. Last time out in Strasbourg was a 4-1 win for Strasbourg back in November 2019. Goal scorers on the day: Lukdarovic, Ajore, Libo Mothima, Dimitri Leonardi, Libo Mothiba as well, with a couple of goals actually. Romain Philippodou with a 1 goal for Nîmes. Florian Miguel got himself sent off. Nîmes have actually lost their 5 of the last 6 matches in Ligue 1. They've also conceded at least 2 goals in the last 6. Strasbourg have actually failed to win the last 6 at home. They come into this back-to-back defeats for them with just 1 win in 4. On the flip side, 5 defeats in the past 6 games for Nîmes. Their only positive was a draw against Saint-Étienne towards the back end of the calendar year. Look at the situation out in the bookies on this one then, shall we? What do we have on this one? What do we have on the Strasbourg? Actually, 50-8 for the W. 50-8 on nailed on favourites. 40-4. 40-5 is your draw. 5-1 is your Nîmes on this one. Nîmes are in the relegation spot, actually bottom of the table spot. But a win for them, they could actually leapfrog Strasbourg up into 17th spot, potentially even up to as high as 16th spot above Nantes. When you're 17th spot, Strasbourg, a win for them, they could go as high as 15th in the table above Reims. I've gone with a 1-1 draw on this one. Nîmes will be happier, I think, around those 2 sides. I think there's an opportunity missed for Strasbourg to get the 3 points in the bag. Next up, Lille up against Angers. Tricky side. Angers played each other in the past 6 times. 8 wins for Lille, 18 wins for Angers, and 10 draws. Of course, the last 6, there's 3 for Lille, 2 for Angers, and 1 draw. Last time out in Lille was a 2-1 win for Lille back in September 2019. Victor Osimhen on score sheet with Luis Ajaro as well. Stephanie Bakonen on score sheet for Angers. Lille are undefeated in the last 11 matches at home. They've also won the last 3 matches against Angers in all competitions. They come into this just 1 defeat the past 6 in all competitions. 1 defeat was against Celtic in Glasgow, 3-2 loss to them. On the flip side, just 1 defeat the past 6 for Angers. 1 defeat was against Strasbourg at home for Angers. Actually, just 1 win the past 4 if you want to look at it a different way for that one. Look at the bookies odds on this one. Lille are actually 7-4 on for the victory. 13-5 is draw. 11-2 is your Angers. Angers coming to this in 9th and win for them. They could go 5th in the table. Of course, Lille coming to this in 2nd and win for them. They could go outright leaders at the top of the table. I've gone with Lille on this one against Angers. It's tight. It's going to be difficult, but they'll get the 3 points and they'll keep on believing. Next up, we have Lyon taking on Lens, of course. Played each other 95 times in the past. 42 wins for Lyon, 32 wins for Lens, and 21 draws. Of course, the last 6, though, sees 4 for Lyon, 2 for Lens, no draws. Last time out, it's actually been... last time out in Lyon was a 1-0 win for Lens back in 2014, of course, back in August. Liana Numahananene. I'm going to Google this guy because this guy's name is tremendous. His name is Lalena Numananane. He's 34 years old. He is plays for Paris FC. And he plays for the Madagascar national team. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that's a beast of a name. Anyway, played each other. Lyon have actually defeated in the last 14 matches in Lyon. In League 1. They also defeated in 21 of the last 23 matches against Lens. They come into this winning 5 of the past 6. The only hiccup was a draw against Brest. On the flip side, just 3 wins and 3 defeats for Lens on this one. Difficult sort of form for them. They're hard to predict. Quickly, the situation out of the bookies on this one. We have Lyon 5-2 on for the W. 4-1 is draw. 11-2 is your Lens. Lens coming to this in 7th and for them. They could go 5th in the table. table. Lyon also joint top of the table, of course, alongside Lille, who for them they could also go outright leaders on this one. I also believe that they'll get the win, 2 to win over Lens to put the 3 points in the bag and keep on believing that title is on their cards. Next up, we have Marseille against Montpellier, battle of the M's in a way. Of course, played each other 70 times in the best, 31 wins for Marseille, 17 wins for Montpellier, and 22 draws. Of course, played each other in the last 62 for Marseille, 1 for Montpellier, and 3 draws. Last time out in Marseille was a 1-1 draw, of course, back in September 2019. Germain on the score with Bouna Sarr get a consolation goal for Montpellier with a big fat OG. Jordan Ferrari got himself sent off for Montpellier, as did Boubacar Kamara and Dimitri Payet with double red cards there, as Marseille ended the game with 9 men. Montpellier have actually conceded at least 2 goals in 5 of the last matches in Ligue 1, was Montpellier undefeated in the last 7 away. Marseille undefeated in the last 6 at home. Must be a draw then. Must be a bloody draw. Of course, the situation and the book is on this one. Even Stevens and Marseille, 12-5 is draw, 14-5 is your Montpellier. Montpellier coming to this in 8th in a win for them. They could actually go as high as 5th in the table. Sitting in 5th, though, it is Marseille. In a win for them, they could actually go as high as 4th in the league. I'm going to go with Marseille, then my boys, with a 2-1 win over Montpellier in the end. Stade Reims taking on, of course, Dijon Mustard. Played in the past 18 times, 2 wins for Reims, 10 wins for Dijon, and 6 bloody draws. Of course, the last 6 sees 2 wins for Reims, 2 for Dijon, and 2 draws. Last time out in Reims was a 2-1 win for Dijon back in September 2019. Of course, goal scorers on the day. Julio Tavares on the score sheet with Mama Baldi as well. Xavier Chavalieri on the score sheet for Reims. Heading into this, Reims have actually just won defeat the past 5 for them, losing to Brest back in the 13th of December. On the flip side, just won in the past 5 for Dijon. That 1 win was against Nîmes the other day, of course, back end of 2020. Of course, look at the situation out of the bookies on this one. We have 5-4 on for Reims, 5-2 is your draw, 7-2 is your Dijon Mustard. Dijon Mustard are in 90th spot, but over them they could go as high as 16th. Reims are in 15th, and over them they could go 14th in the table. Reims did well last season, and hopefully they can turn the season around with a 1-0 win over Dijon Mustard. And wrapping it up, it was Saint-Étienne taking on Pochettino's boys. Of course, played each other in the past 86 times, 13 wins for Saint-Étienne, 48 wins for Pochettino's boys, 25 draws, of course. I like Pochettino, me. Anyway, heading into this, the play each other in the last 6 seasons, nothing for Saint-Étienne, 5 for Pochettino's boys, and 1 draw. Of course, last time out in Saint-Étienne was a 4-0 win for Pochettino's boys back in the 15th of December. Of course, Neymar on the score sheet, Kylian Mbappe with a couple of goals, and Mario Icardi as well. Heading into this, Pochettino's boys have actually won 16 last 18 matches against Saint-Étienne. Saint-Étienne have actually drawn 5 of the last 6 matches as well. Pochettino's boys have also scored at least 2 goals in 12 of the last 14 matches as well. They've also kept a clean sheet in 6 of the last 8 matches away from home against Saint-Étienne. Though, heading into this, Saint-Étienne undefeated in the last 6, picking up 1 win though, 5 draws to boot. Pochettino's boys coming to this winning, just losing once in the past 6. That 1 defeat was against Lyon, of course, back in the midway through the month of December. Heading into this though, the odds on this one 7-1 for Saint-Étienne, 4-1 is your 11-4 on is your Pochettino's boys. Pochettino's boys coming to this in 3rd at the table, and win for them. They could go. To the boss. Oh yeah, to the boss. Big fat W in the bloody end. I've gone with a win for Pochettino's boys. Of course I have, with a 3-0 win. Welcome to the gang, boys. Welcome to the gang, Pochettino's boys. I'm looking forward to seeing you ripping it up. Now I want you to win the title. I like Pochettino. I want to see him get some bling, and of course I want to see him back in the Premier League with another team. I don't know which team. Maybe one day. Maybe we can dream one day. But anyway, that's all I think will happen out in match number 18 in Ligue 1. And if I'm right, this is what the table will look like at the end of it. I'm right. Lyon leading the charge. Lille in 2nd. Pochettino's boys on to 3rd. Stade Rennes into 4th. Marseille remaining 5th. Lorient, Dijon must have gone down. Nîmes also in the discussion as well. Be sure to get your picks in nice and early for this one and the rest of them, of course, as we try to keep you up to date with all the predictions that are going on across Europe, especially in La France. But that's all I've got for you for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. If you're new, bang your subscribe button and get your bang today with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Ligue 1 related, Pochettino's boys related. We're all here under one Ruski, of course. Yes, if you want to support channel in another way, check out the links down below, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon. If you want to become the next member, there is a link across the screen right about now. But until then, though, I'm going to let you get out of here. Mask up, be safe. Of course, stay at home if you have to. If you must, everyone must stay at home. Let's get rid of this virus and let's get the football fans back in the stands. Until then, though, I'm out.